welcoming a seated position. So maybe you sit in a chair or you're on the earth, maybe propping the hips up a little bit higher than the earth so the low back can be wide and long and supported. And bringing one hand to baby, one hand to your heart. The gaze can shift down towards the earth. Maybe the eyes even close. The crown of the head stays lifted slightly. Breathing deeply in through the nostrils and exhaling completely, either out the nose or out the lips, as if you're blowing out a candle, if you're blowing out through the lips. Taking a few more breaths, breathing in completely, exhaling. And just feeling the hands on your body, your changing body, as you prepare to envision this birth. And we'll let go of any physical tension or anxiousness that might be arising in the body. And we'll do this by bringing some movement before a seated meditation. So lowering the hands down to the legs, grabbing onto the tops of the shins, ankle area. And with your in-breath, rock the hips forward so the tailbone draws back, sit bones widen, and the exhale breath will curl and round a little bit, so pulling on the shins. Inhale will rock forward, exhale will rock back, and just floating at the pace of your breath, rocking forward and backwards a few more times, letting the pelvis initiate the physical movement. And it's always following the breath, but we're not focused on the ribs doing the rockings, the hips. Yeah. And complete the set that you're on, returning back to a long spine. And then bringing your fingers onto the earth next to you. Sweep the left fingertips up to the sky. And then walk the right fingertips out to your sides, floating over, breathing into the left side body. And then really right away, exhale, reach in the opposite direction, lifting up and then floating over, walking the hand on the floor out further. And then just moving from side to side at the pace of your breath. Breathing in deeply, exhaling completely. Creating space to come into stillness for a few moments to do this meditation. And one more time on each side. So when we let go of and we do these physical practices, it creates more space and opportunity to have stillness. So bringing the hands back to the lap, right hand to right knee, left fingertips come behind you. Or I said the opposite way. Left hand to left knee, right fingertips come behind you, and gaze over your right shoulder if that works for your neck. If not, just keep your gaze more centered and open the heart to the long edge of the mat. And so you get a little bit of a twist here. The twist comes from the heart center, not the navel. So we wait for the navel to after baby arrives, but the twists in pregnancy are from the heart. And then with your next inhale, unwind back to center. Now the right hand onto the right knee, left fingers behind you, lift and lengthen, and exhale, twist the heart to the other side. So gaze maybe going over the left shoulder here, breathing in deeply, exhaling completely, and then inhaling back around. Last little activities, big body circles. So grab onto the knees and begin to rock in one direction. Let your head be an extension of the spine along with the tailbone. So you're rolling your whole torso in a big or small circle that's conducive to you today with this pregnancy. Letting things go and then moving in the opposite direction. Really use your hands as leverage on your legs. That's it. As if your spine is a cooked spaghetti noodle. And one more circle in this direction. And then the crown of the head is to the sky, the sit bones are rooted. And make your way into an even more comfortable seat for a seated meditation. Maybe you move into a chair or adjust your seating or come into crisscross. So if you are seated and you're ready, flip the palms up to the sky. You're invited to bring the right first finger and thumb together. This is Gyan Mudra that connects us to the inner wisdom of the third eye and to the greater consciousness or the divine. And then the left hand is open to receive. Open to receive all that is light and all that is love. And you can adjust yourself at any time in this meditation. Your comfort is at the most priority. So make any changes as needed, but try to keep your focus on my words. And if you start to think about other things, just know that your subconscious is taking in what it's hearing and you're absorbing what's important in this moment. And maybe next time you do this meditation, you'll have a different experience. And so this meditation is always available to you at any time. I will chime you in with one ring of a singing bowl or bell, and then I will chime you back out and verbally guide you out with the singing bowl too. So go ahead and make any further adjustments. And returning your attention back to the breath, noticing the in-breath and the out-breath. Now begin to count to 4 on an inhale and exhale to a count of 6. Do this about 3 to 5 times. You're at your own pace. Your inhale of a count to 4 and your own exhale of a count to 6. So that your exhale is longer than your inhale. And you're not holding your breath at the top, and you're not holding your breath at the bottom of the breath. And keep going. Keep your attention on the breath, the count that you're on. And I'm going to chime you in with the bell to further relaxation and focus. Next, release extra muscular tension in the body by starting at the very top of the head, the crown. Let it release and let go, along with the forehead. The space between the eyebrows soften. The eyelids, perhaps the gaze shifts downwards, or the eyes even close. Feel the ears soften, the cheeks, jaw, tongue, lips, neck, shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, hands and fingers, the ribs, waist, abdomen, hips, glutes, pelvic floor, front and back of thighs, calves, shins, ankles, feet and toes. Feel the whole body stable, yet relaxed at the same time. Feel the whole body strong, yet soft at the same time. Return attention to the breath. Let the breath soften the edges of your thoughts, like a gentle file, creating curves to move with greater ease mentally and emotionally. These soft curves allow you to literally go with the flow in pregnancy and childbirth. In your mind's eye, travel to where you envision laboring and giving birth for this pregnancy. See the landscape, the room, the people supporting you in this birth space. Think of the most positive, best possible experience of this birth. What does the environment look like? What colors do you see? What scents do you smell? What sounds do you hear? How are you positioning yourself? Are you moving around? Are you speaking freely? Who is supporting you with knowledge and kindness? How are they showing you the support you need to be confident and calm in childbirth? Now, return your attention back to your physical body. Notice if any physical tension has risen or come up since you started this meditation. Scan yourself from the crown of the head, through the shoulders, the arms, the hips, the legs, and the toes. Send deep breaths to any area with the most tension, softening with each exhale the edges of any tension. This is where and how we train the mind and body to not fear childbirth, but embrace the challenge of the birthing experience. Continue sending breaths to areas which are being held with tightness to soften and release. Repeat the following affirmation silently to yourself. My body is made for pregnancy and childbirth. My body is made for pregnancy and childbirth. My body is made for pregnancy and childbirth. Now, return back to the birthing experience you envisioned. Travel to 15 minutes after this baby's safe arrival earthside. Envision the best, most positive outcome. With this vision, begin to talk to your baby or babies in your belly right now. Tell them kind, loving, and encouraging words. talk to yourself with kind, loving, and encouraging words. Know the best, most positive outcome you envisioned is possible. Everything you have done throughout this pregnancy has led to this best, most positive outcome. Lastly, return yourself back to yourself. Feel your body where you are, the support of the earth below you. Feel your body's strength to support you and your baby or babies. Remembering you may come back to this vision you've created at any time. The power of your thoughts shape your reality. Keep coming back to a clearer vision of the best, most positive outcome for this pregnancy whenever you wish. Hold on to the love you have for yourself and this pregnancy as you slowly return the senses back to the present moment. Begin to notice the sounds around you. Feel the breath, your heartbeat. Feel the body touching the earth. Maybe you wiggle the fingers and toes a little bit. And then bringing the hands in front of the heart. Bowing the chin to yourself, honoring this time that you've given to focus on this pregnancy and this birthing experience. Welcome back. Gently blink the eyes open and lift the gaze.